Tasya, of the great Rakshasi Putana, Swanena, by the vibration of the sound, Ati, very, Gabhira, deep, Ramhasa, forceful, Saadrihi, with the mountains, Mahi, the surface of the world, Dyaucha, and outer space, Chachala, trembled, Sagraha, with the stars, Rasa, below the planet Earth, Dishaha, Cha, and all directions, Pratine dire, vibrated, Janaha, people in general, Petuhu, fell down, Kshitau, on the surface of the world, Vajranipata Shankaya, by suspecting that thunderbolts were falling. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Translation. As Putana screamed loudly and forcefully, the earth with its mountains and outer space with its planets trembled. The lower planets and all directions vibrated, and people fell down, fearing that thunderbolts were falling upon them. Please repeat this translation. As Putana screamed loudly and forcefully, the earth with its mountains and outer space with its planets trembled. The lower planets and all directions vibrated, and people fell down, fearing that thunderbolts were falling upon them. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. It's a short purport, just one sentence. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur remarks that in this verse, the word rasa refers to the planetary systems below the earth, such as Rasatala, Atala, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, and Talatala. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is a description by Shukadev Goswami of Krishna Leela. Now Krishna Leela is not only having the descriptions of Krishna's wonderful activities like lifting Govardhan Hill, performing rasa dance, stealing butter to give pleasure to the gopis and the cowherd boys, but also the fearsome killing of the demons. This is also Krishna Leela. Killing of the demons. And Krishna's only purpose for killing the demons is actually to show his mercy upon the demons. So how can killing be a mercy? How can killing be a mercy? See, we should properly understand what is death actually. Bhagavad Gita clearly explains this. What is death? Tatha dehantara praptihi. Dehantara means change of body. So, this change of body, even though it is continuously happening, even in our present stage, when we are living in the body is changing, continuously changing. But there is a final change of body at the time of death. It's a final change. What is that final change? That final change is that the new body we get after death will not resemble the old body, the previous body. This is called death. Death is also change of body. Our growing old is also change of body. But death is a drastic change. And when Krishna kills somebody, generally he kills only demons, nobody else he kills. So when he kills demons, that is his way of showing mercy to the demons. Why? Because when Krishna kills somebody, then they are liberated. They don't have to take birth again unless they have material desires for enjoying in this world. Not only when Krishna kills, anybody dies, even a natural death, they take birth again only because they still have material desires for enjoyment. Why do we have this body? Actually, this body is not the best body we can have. The best body we can have, not the best body we can have, the best body which we are is our spiritual body, the spiritual form of our real self, the spirit soul. We are all spirit soul, we are not this body. And that spirit soul means spiritual person, spiritual form, spiritual senses, spiritual mind, spiritual intelligence, spiritual identity, spiritual life. That's the meaning of we are spirit soul. So, right now, even though we are spirit soul, our spiritual form is covered by what? By this material body, by the material mind, by the material intelligence, by the material ego. 4 coverings. 4 coverings. The modern day medical experts, they only know 1 covering, this gross body. They don't know what is the covering of the material mind. They don't know what is mind. They don't know what is material intelligence. They don't know what is material ego. They don't know this. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankara itiyam me bhinna prakriti rashtadha. There are 8 elements in material nature. Of these 8 elements, 5 elements called Panchabhuta is what this body is made of. The body that we know as a body. That's made of Panchabhuta, 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, inside this body. Or this body is made up of what? Earth, water, fire, air, and ether, sky, space. There is space inside this body, no? Correct? There is water inside this body. There is air inside this body. There is fire inside this body. That's how we get fever. If there are no fire, would we get fever? No. Or would our body be warm? Even cold weather, body is warm. Because there is fire inside the body. And of course, the earth element is there. That is what constitutes the body's bones and flesh and skin. All this is earth element. Different forms of the earth element, earth. So, this covering, the scientists know, the medical scientists know. They've studied it. They can treat it. They can repair it. They can suggest how we can keep it healthy, in a good condition. Yes. But they do not know what is the covering called the material mind. They do not know. Because it's a subtle element. Sukshma. Sukshma dhatu. Mind. Intelligence. Even more sukshma. Intelligence. And ego. The most subtle element. Ahankara. Ahankara. So, these coverings of the body, coverings of the spirit, soul, the real self, I, you, each person, is all material coverings, and they are required because we want to enjoy materially. All of us, we have material desires for enjoyment. Because we wrongly think, I am a product of matter. We think we come into existence when we take birth in this world. At least human beings think like this. When I took birth as a son or daughter of my father and mother, I came into existence. No! Bhagavad Gita says we are eternal. Eternal means we always exist. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayam atah param. Therefore, all of us are eternal. Krishna is eternal. We are eternal. Everyone is eternal. Every living being is eternal. But that eternity pertains to our spiritual body, spiritual nature, spiritual identity. It doesn't apply to this matter or material body. Just like this table, even though we take good care of the table, will it stay forever? No. Even however good care we take, material nature will act on this, the 3 gunas will act on this, it will deteriorate. Its strength will keep on reducing. So similarly, however nicely we take care of this body, ultimately it is going to deteriorate and one day it's going to perish. Antavanta ime deha. Krishna explains all this in the Bhagavad Gita in very simple statements. Antavanta ime deha. This body is perishable. It has got an end. Cannot maintain it forever. Nityasyokta sharirinaha. But the resident of the body, you, I, the real person inside the body is nitya, is eternal, no death. Nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Even when the body dies, the soul or you or the real person inside the body does not die. So what is death? Death means this body has become vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. That also Krishna explains. That just like when you're wearing some clothes and the clothes become old and worn out, you discard that and take a new set of clothes. You accept a new dress. Similarly, you accept a new body when the present body becomes old and worn out. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grunhati naroparani tatha sharirani anyani navani grunhanti naroparani. Something like that. So we accept a new body because this body, by the action of material nature, because it is material, will become old and worn out. Then we have to take a new body. But that new body need not be a material body if we don't have material desires for enjoyment. So when Krishna kills, he purifies the soul, the person inside that body, of all material reactions. Of all material reactions, it purifies fully. Similarly, when we chant Hare Krishna, we can purify our heart of all material desires. Sorry, all material reactions, not desires. Material reactions we can purify. Completely purify our body by chanting Hare Krishna. Just simply say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. You become purified. But as long as we have material desires for enjoyment, we develop new desires. We develop new material desires. And as long as we are engaged in satisfaction of material desires for material enjoyment, we get material reactions. We accumulate reactions. So, two reasons why we are forced to take a new material body at the time of death. One reason is our material reactions. And second reason is our material desires. So, these demons, because they have material desires for enjoyment, even when Krishna liberates them, still they have to take birth again in this material world according to their unfulfilled material desires. So this Putana Rakshasi, she was killed by Krishna. Two reasons. Bhagavatam explains, 10th canto. One is Krishna's compassion upon her, that she should actually be with me. She belongs to me. She means spirit soul. A spirit soul. All of us belong to Krishna. He explains that in the Bhagavad Gita. All of us belong to Krishna. Krishna is our well-wisher. Suhridam sarva bhutanam. Bhoktaram yajnatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. Suhridam sarva bhutanam gyatva shanti mrichati. So we belong to Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are meant to enjoy with Krishna in his personal abode. But when we desire to enjoy independently, that kind of independent enjoyment, desire for independent enjoyment is called material desire. When we develop material desire, desire for material enjoyment, then we have to take birth in this material world. We cannot be in the spiritual world. Spiritual world, there is no facility for material enjoyment. Spiritual world, only spiritual enjoyment. Spiritual enjoyment is always in association with Krishna. Spiritual enjoyment is always in loving relationship with Krishna. Loving relationship with Krishna. But we want to enjoy independently, or we desire to take Krishna's position. Why Krishna should be the primary enjoyer? I want to be the primary enjoyer. Everybody else should serve me for my enjoyment, and in that way they can enjoy, but not subordinate to Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, the only one and only Supreme Lord. He is the absolute truth. All of us are his part and parcel. We are always subordinate to him. But even though we are subordinate to him, in loving relationship with him, along with him, we can enjoy as much as he enjoys. This is a very important point. Please hear this carefully. Even though we are subordinate to him, we are very tiny. When Krishna gives us pleasure, because he is unlimited Lord, he can give us, or he does give us, unlimited pleasure. And as spirit soul, our desire for pleasure is unlimited. We cannot have unlimited pleasure when we try to enjoy with another living being. Because every living being is very tiny. Another living being can give you pleasure, which is very, very, very little. According to their capacity, they can give you pleasure. Krishna gives pleasure according to his capacity, unlimited pleasure, because he is unlimited Lord. Therefore, Krishna says, you enjoy with me. You come to me. You enjoy in my association, because only in my association you can get unlimited pleasure. Only I can give you unlimited pleasure. Nobody else can give you unlimited pleasure. So for delivering us from this material world, taking us back to his personal abode, Krishna does not come in the way of our free will. Only if we want to go back to Krishna, Krishna will take us back. If we don't want to go back to Krishna, Krishna will maintain us in this material world, where he is not present in a way that we can perceive his presence. He is present in the material world, but he is present in a form which we cannot see, we cannot perceive. He is present in our heart as Paramatma, but we cannot see Paramatma. We cannot feel the presence of Paramatma generally in our material condition. We cannot. So these demons, they have got a desire to enjoy this material world like everybody else, but they are against Krishna in particular. Demon means somebody who is envious of Krishna, who wants to compete with Krishna, who wants to take over Krishna's position as the supreme Lord, as the supreme controller. This is a demon. So Krishna does not interfere with the demon's desires. He fulfills their desires for their supremacy by giving them different powers of enjoyment. But when demons harm devotees, Krishna cannot tolerate that. Krishna will not tolerate that. He is going to put an end to the demons giving trouble to the devotees. And what does he do? Either he sends his empowered representative to kill the demon, like Shiva, sometimes Brahma, sometimes Durga, sometimes even one Rishi or any insignificant devotee also can kill a demon and stop the demon's harassment of devotees. That is one thing. Secondly, Krishna also wants to purify the demon of material sinful reactions. Now Putana, she had killed so many small children. So she was destined to go to the worst kind of hell. But Krishna took compassion upon this Putana because she approached him as a loving mother. So he decided that I had to stop her sinful activity, horrible sinful activity of killing small children. So he decided to take away her life air. He sucked not only the breast milk, but he sucked her life air. And because of that, it is said, she screamed loudly and forcefully. And the reaction of her screaming loudly and forcefully, because she is a very powerful demon, the mountains and the planets in the outer space, the mountains on the earth and the planets in outer space, all began to tremble by hearing that screaming of Putana. Screaming of Putana. That was the effect of Putana dying or ending her life. The lower planets in all directions vibrated. Even that vibration, not only in outer space, immediate outer space, but even the lower planetary systems, all the planets began to shake. Like we have experienced, sometimes there is earthquake, no? Right? Earthquake is there, no? Why earthquakes are there? Scientists do not know. They're trying to figure out what is the cause for earthquakes. But Shastras explain, Bhagavatam explains. It is because of the activities of the demons. What these demons are doing, they are trying to exploit this earth planet for their enjoyment. They're trying to drill the earth. They do some small mining, nothing is going to happen to the earth. But they are drilling deep down, and particularly for taking out petrol. So much deep drilling they are doing. Now this earth is a heavy planet, huge earthly mass. It is floating in the sky, in outer space. All the planets are floating in outer space. Now, not only is floating, it is rotating in its orbit. So that is all done by Krishna's arrangement. Now, if the demons disturb this arrangement, then according to the laws of nature, any disturbance, there has to be punishment. So the punishment, one of the punishments for disturbing Krishna's arrangement of this earth planet is that there are earthquakes. Just like simple thing, if I drill a hole in this wall, if I drill a small hole, some sound may come, that's all, at the most. Okay? But I drill one huge, I bring one huge, JCB, and try to completely destroy this wall, demolish this wall. You think it's going to be some small sound? No, the whole building will shake. Isn't it? Whole building will shake. You cannot stay here when a JCB is trying to demolish this wall. They'll say, go away, far away. Don't stay nearby. Safety sake. Correct? Same thing. When they drill this earth planet itself for extracting huge quantities of petroleum products, then the whole earth is going to shake. So this earthquake is not some accident. It is because these nonsensical people are drilling the earth. Everywhere drilling is going on. Where drilling is not going on, you tell me. Everywhere they are drilling. And technology means they are become more expert in drilling deeper and extracting more. So there has to be earthquake. There has to be earthquake. Like this, all natural calamity, like this demon, Putana, when she is dying, her body is not an ordinary body. It is a very, very powerful body. Okay? She has got a lot of mystic powers in that body. So when she is losing her life, she will try to save herself using all her mystic powers. And the force with which her life has to be pulled out is going to create an effect of shaking mountains. Just like this strong wall, big wall, if I want to demolish, I have to use so much force. And unless I use sufficient force, this is not going to break. And that force is so much, not only the wall will be destroyed, but so much other effects will be there on the surrounding areas. Correct? Only then I can break this wall. No. Similarly, when Putana's life air has to be sucked out of her powerful body, Krishna has to use so much more force. Of course, Krishna can do it even without using force, but Krishna's Leela to teach us that I have to use so much force, and that force, she will try to resist. She doesn't want to die. Who wants to die? Nobody wants to die. So she is trying to resist using all her power. And then that resistance is creating so many side effects. Mountains are trembling because her body is shaking. Right? When you try to demolish this wall, first of all, the wall will start shaking, no? But that shaking, because it's a big wall, so that shaking will have some repercussions on the floor also, on the roof also, on the connecting walls also. Correct? Similarly, when Putana is trying to resist her body losing the life, air, so the air, the atmosphere, so much the air is shaking, it can shake mountains. See, please understand, when we say air that is enveloping the entire Earth planet. And not only the Earth planet, it is enveloping the entire space in the whole universe. The upper half of the universe. The lower half is filled with Garbhodaka ocean. Last point. So, the air is shaking because of her force to resist. The air, not only immediate surrounding, but the whole Earth planet, because the mountains are shaking, and even the lower planetary systems, the space in the lower planetary system is also shaking, because of which they are experiencing the vibration in all directions, even in the lower planetary systems. People fell down. If mountains are shaking, ordinary people, they'll all fall down when so much of air is shaking. Just like when there is a cyclone, correct? How much destruction the cyclone will do? Like that. It's a cyclone that is created by Putana resisting. It's a cyclonic effect. So people will fall down, and what will they think? Some thunderbolt is coming and attacking us. Thunderbolt you cannot see. Thunderbolt you cannot see. But you can make out the effect of thunderbolt when the thunder is there along with lightning. Trees fall down, houses are destroyed. Right? When thunderbolt strikes, comes down. Generally, thunderbolt is in the sky, upper space, okay, outer space. So we just hear the sound, that's all. We don't see any effect of the thunderbolt generally. The clouds start pouring down rain after that thunderbolt, lightning is there. That is that huge cloud which is holding a heavy quantity of water is going to pour down that rain. That is generally what is called as a thunderbolt. But sometimes, due to sinful activities of the people, sinful reaction, the thunderbolt will not only strike the cloud which is having the water, so that the water will pour down, but the thunderbolt will strike below the cloud, will strike the earth surface. And then, what happens? Thunderbolt is falling down. People will die, buildings will be destroyed, trees will fall down. So people began to experience, when Putana was resisting losing a life air, they began to experience as if they fell down, as if thunderbolts were falling upon them. We'll discuss more next time. Stop here. Nantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.